Hey guys, so this is the week 22 vlog. So the week started on Sunday with speaking club and other speaking clubs. We started a reading initiative. So we are trying to get the kids to use reading on a daily basis, and we actually started using my book because we started with The Fault in Our Stars and the kids didn't like it. It was a little bit too hard for them. So we transitioned to my book. So I've become a bit of a celebrity within the company, so to speak, because during the week I was going to the different classes and the students are like, "Hey, we read your book." And it's interesting because apparently the kids didn't think that I was an author or had the ability or I was the type of person to write a book. Anyway, they are surprised. So that's been interesting. But it's interesting also because I'm not really the bragging type. So I'm trying to balance promoting the book as an interesting book, but also like I'm not really an author. I've never really felt like an author per se. But anyway, on Monday, my first day of a full week of teaching back after the new year, I was at Treyeshna, one of our branches, working with the youngest kids, and we were talking about food, I believe. So we got to rice, and I was asking the kids, what are different kinds of rice that you know? And they said the white and brown, and they're like, oh yeah, we know those. And I said, okay, well, do you know about black rice? And they said, black rice. So I pulled out my laptop and I showed it to them on Google Images. And they were like, oh my goodness, what? And then I said, yeah, there's yellow rice too. And they're like, yellow. And at this point, the kids are beside themselves. They can't believe what exists out in the world. I mean, they're like 6, so there's that. But these kids are progressively losing their mind as I'm showing them these different colors. And then they just start asking for random ones: blue, green, purple, and then they said pink. So to type in pink, I hit Control Alt instead of just selecting the color and changing it. So I hit Control A and typed pink. I didn't type rice though. So I hit enter, and pink plus enter equals the singer. So as the teacher opens the door and walks in, I have my laptop open to a Google image search with pictures of the singer Pink. And she's like, what are you showing them? And I'm like, no, it was rice, but it was bad timing. So yeah, that happened. And after that, on Tuesday, I was at another branch and we were working with some activity. But during this activity, one of the students was saying, oh, and they're about 12 years old, by the way. This girl says, oh, I have Procreate.
You what?
And I was like, what? You have. And she's like, yeah, I have Procreate. And she like grabs her phone. And I'm thinking, oh, this must be an app. So I checked it a few minutes later, and it is actually an app, which was a relief. But I don't even think she knows what the general meaning of Procreate means. But yeah, I didn't expect it, obviously, but like it was surprising to say the least. Also on Thursday, what? Also on Tuesday, we were doing a mock counseling, mock psychologist activity with the students, and these students had different addictions and had to listen to advice. So one pair of girls said, oh, I'm addicted to chocolate, what should I do? And the guy responds, if you eat too much chocolate, you'll become pregnant. And well, half of us laughed and the other half froze and looked to like verify what they just heard. But yeah, these when it comes to activities that involve creativity, you can hear literally anything from these kids. Like, it's just ridiculous. After that, I say after that all the time. On Thursday, I visited my favorite class. Well, they know who they are, but yeah, I visited my favorite class, and it was nice to see them. It was my first time seeing them for New Year, and I don't know, they're just like a really great group. of kids. So that was really nice. And then on Friday, we had our Friday night speaking club, and I didn't really know what to do up until maybe 45 minutes before. So I just settled on laughter, looked through some notes that I had on my phone, and thought that would be good. And then after the speaking club, the guys said that, before the speaking club, my mood was low, but now it's like the best. And I was like, oh man, like thank God, because I really didn't know what I was going to do for that speaking club. But God kind of threw a lob, I guess, and it worked. So that was nice. But a couple of things I realized this week. One thing is asymmetrical intelligibility, which in a nutshell is being able to speak in one language and understand another in a different way than the person you're talking to. Usually it's mixed language communication. So I was talking to Dima, my friend, and for about 3 minutes or so, he was talking in Russian and I was talking in English, and we were actually understanding each other. It's asymmetric though, because he definitely understands much more English than Russian that I understand. So that's definitely uneven. But we were talking to each other in the different languages, and I was like, man, like I actually was just doing that, which I kind of feel good about because that means I understand, but that also means that I'm not really still at the level where I can just shoot back in Russian, which I've been dealing with a little bit of a dilemma in that regard because, right now I'm almost in February, so about 4.5 months left here, and I really don't know what any future use of Russian or Ukrainian would be. So I'm still invested in learning, but as far as the depth and whatnot, it's hard to really decide how far I want to take it. So we'll see how that turns out. But also, there's deepening friendships that I've been having. So because I'm far away, I've really been trying to stay in touch with people, and I think it's been going well. But I really sense that during this week, I really got closer to some of the people that I've been in contact with, and it feels like our relationship is actually stronger than it was whenever I was with them. Mostly Andrew's people, but also like Wash U and Miami people too. So trying to be in touch with those people and really hold on to connection has made those friendships stick out a little bit more, which is really nice. But anyway, that is week 22. So I will get out. Well, it is week 23. So week 23 will be out soon. And thank you guys for watching. Peace. My composition's